Hey YouTube family, this is Mika Coleman with Wealth Redeemer, and today I'm going to talk about how to actually scale this business, and honestly to kind of like tell you or to help those individuals that want to like either scale or like do this business on the side while you have a full-time job. I'm going to tell you the highs and the lows. I'm going to tell you about like some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I don't think is profitable. And yeah, so I'm just get right into the video. For those that are new to my channel, I teach tax deeds and excess proceeds, and today I am going to talk about excess proceeds and how you can scale this business. After doing my CRM, I'm like, Mika, you know what? You should just really go back to your original plan, which was to like just make this like more of a massive business than like, you know, a mom and pop. And I think I got discouraged in the beginning because that's what I originally actually was propositioned, and the guy decided he didn't want to be a partner, but I took the idea and I was like, oh my God, this is a really good idea. And what I wanted to talk about is my past failures, and I'm still trying to figure that out. So I'm always open. I always tell people I am not like perfect. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you like what I've done and what's worked for me. And in the beginning, I did hire VAs and to like research the information. But what I found with that was a lot of times they were not finding the right information, you know, the accurate information. And for those that say that you could do this business anywhere in the country, I guess you can if you have an attorney here in the state. But I have tried to like literally work outside of the country. And I think the difference with me and anybody that's doing this business, one of the things that I like to tell people, and I've learned this from experience, you guys, by the way, I think probably like the last 3 years I've been doing this, and I don't know if everybody teaches this, but I work a verified claim. So I'm not going to help you learn this process and waste your time getting a list and then those people are already claimed. I work with the verified claims, so I just wanted to give you that heads up. So I say that all to say, when I'm scaling this and I was trying to figure out, I literally was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this myself. Like, I'm gonna go out of the country. I've been out of the country again. I'm about to go out of the country again. I literally tried like 4 different countries. And because I work with the verified claims, meaning these funds have not been claimed, so you're not wasting your time calling people that have already been called or have already been claimed, that a lot of times when you're outside of the country and you're dealing with, I want to say they're public records, but they're most of the time court records, right? And so a lot of the times the court system will not allow you to get into their records out of the country. And I've tried with VPN. So if anybody else has any other alternate method, I'm always open to figuring that out or letting me know so I could try it, because I will be going out of the country again. I just want to say that doesn't work. But I want to get back to my VA. What I found with the VAs is like some employees, of course, you know, I was using Philippines. They were giving me the wrong information. And so I did spend like the latter like 6 months, I would say wasted money, because they were providing me information, but that information wasn't accurate when I went back to go look for it. And what I mean by that is they would give me the claimant information, have all the detailed information, but it was already claimed, or I had specific criteria that I was looking for, so I was wasting a lot of time. So I say that all to say, I kind of like, I don't want to say what I'm doing now is trying to be a little bit more smart and not waste my time hiring somebody to do the most important. And I feel like the most important is finding verified claims. So what I mean by that is finding people that have not been claimed already. Because a lot of times people will teach you that you can get a list for free. There's boatloads of information, but what a lot of people don't know is all that information is just information. It's not, I don't want to say it's not accurate, but it's a lot of wasting time, right? So I try to teach people, I teach people that you want to work with claims that have not already been filed, right? So I say that all to say that I don't know I'm open to suggestions. Please drop them in the comments. I was like, I want to make sure that I am not wasting time. So over the last couple of months, I have been doing the research myself, and then doing the skip trace, and then hiring a call center. Now this call center has been hit or miss, but what's really crazy is that I've made calls, and I don't know if it's just my luck, I've been getting hits like that. So I'm like, okay, I just need people to call these every day. And I think that's the biggest hurdle for most people, is that they're not persistent with the calling. And so this video is really about finding a good call center, or going on online PH and having them do a script for you and just making calls, because I think that's the biggest hurdle. That's what I've discovered in most of my masterminds. People get to the calling part and they don't want to call, they don't want to text. And so it's been a while since I've done that. And so I just was like, let me just do this myself. Like, I want to just see, you know, do I still got it? Am I still a little sharp or whatever? And I realized this is really a part-time gig. Like, I show people my CRM and I'm like, I'm not even barely working. And what I realized is it took me 2 hours to research a county, you guys, research a verified claim. So that means I'm going through a list. I think I went through a list of 100, and out of that 100, I found 50 that had not filed. And out of that 50, I put that aside, and then I went to another county that I already skip traced, and I called that 50. I think I called like 100 people. I was able to do all of that in 2 hours. And so I say that all to say that if you're wanting to do this business and scale it, you literally can hire, I would say, you can either do 2 part-time or 1 part-time VA and just have them go through the calls. Because as I was redoing this, I was kind of realizing like, okay, I can see how this is a hurdle. I think for me, I'm more hungry because this is all I got, right? This is the only income I have. And so I was like, this is really like mining for gold. It's like you literally are dialing for dollars. And I think a lot of times people get, what's the word, discouraged, or they'd be like, you know, they lose belief. And they just give up, right? But I realized that I guess it's a risk and a reward, right? I know that it works because I have gotten checks, so it's different than the person that hasn't gotten their first check, right? So I just wanted to encourage, inspire those that want to scale this on another level. I think the best way to do this is hiring callers, literally. Is hiring callers. You can, like I said, I use online PH. There are some agencies that will hire for you, but it's really simple. You could have them read a script, record it, and literally have them send it to you. And I would give them a list of instructions, and if they follow those instructions, then they're more than likely a good candidate, as well as you will want to give instructions on how they do the video, right? I believe that that's the best way to scale. Unless you guys have another opinion, I would be open to it, because I realized I wasted like 6 months on an employee that gave me inaccurate information, because in my mind, I thought scaling would be perfect, right? You have somebody mine, like do the database part, like research, and then you have somebody, you hire somebody to do the skip trace, and then you have somebody call. So you have literally 3 people. The skip tracer isn't like an employee, because I mean, you can get skip tracing super easy. I actually did a video. I was going to eliminate the skip tracer because AI was doing its job for a minute, and now AI is tripping. But I think skip tracing is, you know, I always tell people in my mastermind, I do the skip tracing. I hire a skip tracer to do it, because that lays the foundation of numbers. At least you have a bulk of numbers. They work or they don't work. I personally, after these last, I did like 100 calls. Out of those 100 calls, there were 4 right numbers. Now, I would say 4 right numbers because when I listened to the voicemail, the name matched the person, but that doesn't necessarily mean, because I wasn't able to talk to them, but that doesn't mean that the other numbers I called were right. They just no one picked up, right? So I think that's like the biggest hurdle, but the whole video is about scaling, right? And you want to do things smarter and faster. And I believe the smartest or the fastest way, or what I find is the biggest hindrance in this business, is just making the calls and being persistent. And like I said, you can hire people like $4 an hour to make calls, and I think it's well worth it. I think the most important thing is making sure they're calling people that are worth calling. Because I think like the first 2 years, I wasted a lot of money having them call people that probably already were claimed, and wasting a lot of time and money. And also too, when I went back to kind of like check the data that they were mining, like finding the actual claimants, a lot of the information was wrong. And so I realized that I needed to change that, right? And so I think I'm a little micromanaging on that part. I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to make sure that it's the right information. And like I said, I spent an hour, and I was like, this is not that hard for 100 leads. I'll say that. Now I'm trying to figure out a way, how can I do that on a quicker level, right? Because out of 100, I got 50. And that was like a super easy county. Some of the counties are a little bit time consuming because you have to do a lot of researching. You have to go to different sites to find the accurate information to make sure they're claimed or not. So I say that all to say that this business is still not competitive, and I think it's because of the research part. I think a lot of people can get lost in that and waste a lot of time just looking at lists that aren't really good lists. So anyway, just wanted to give you that heads up. I'm also having a mastermind in June for those that want to learn hands-on. It's just like one-on-one coaching, and it's camaraderie of other people that are also learning the same thing. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of feedback on learning it. And I really believe like when you do it hands-on, it kind of sticks with you. And it also lets you know if this is something you really want to do, right? Because I think a lot of people like the potential of the money-making part, but they don't like the working part. And this mastermind will show you that, except that I lessen the curve, so you don't have to do any of the research. I do all that for you. So anyway, I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on my scalability and where I'm at. And I think I'm just going to stick to just hiring callers, and I'm still going to do the data research. Another thing I wanted to say too is what I noticed as I have actually built out my masterminds for the rest of the year, and I realized, I have so much information, but I have it all stored, that a lot of times in these counties, they're constantly changing, you guys. So I just want you to make you aware of that. I always look at my competitors, and one of my competitors was talking about how California was changing, and I was like, that's why I'm so pissed off at California, y'all. Like one of my competitors said, like, California really is just trying to keep the money. Like, literally, I've waited 2 years to get a claim denied off some BS. Like, it's so stupid. So I was like, even though they're trying to get to, minimize it to 10%, they haven't passed it yet. You still gotta wait. Like, you have to not only wait a year, then they have another year to pay you, and then you wait 2 years for them to tell you you're denied. Like, I'm like, make this make sense. Like, it's just so stupid. So anyway, I'm a little pissed because I just got the mail today. I'm like, what? I was like, I waited 2 years to get this letter. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I think the most important thing of scaling the business is making sure you have the right data to mine, which is verified claims. And then number 2, hiring somebody to just make the calls for you. Because guess what? Life happens. Sometimes we don't feel like it. Sometimes we forget. But if we have an employee doing it every day, I think there's a good return on your money. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to say I think. I know it's a good return on your money. So anyway, that's my 2 cents for today on how to scale on excess proceeds. Happy investing.